Hello everyone, how are you? Hope you must have gone through our last lecture that was related to types of plan. There we did two types of plan, single use plan and standing use plan. And then we did the single use as well as standing use plans in details. Then we started doing the single use and the standing use plans in detail. We did strategy, and I would like to recall that strategy is neither a single use plan and nor a standing plan, because every time that the strategy will be different, or it's not necessary that the strategy, what kind of strategies these are followed in one situation, it will be successful in the other situation. Then we did the objectives and policies, and the next one, procedures. So procedures, as you know, many of times you studied various procedures. Procedure means a series of steps or that you have to follow in the chronological order, means one by one, that after the completion of one step you will go for the further steps. Like, if you I recall you that you have in class 11th you have studied about the import procedure. While import procedure, that you have to import the goods from the abroad or the foreign country, you have to take import license, as well as before that you have to go for the import inquiries, then you have to place the orders, and then you have to obtain the letter of credit. So the various steps, after the completion of one step you have to go for the another steps. And these steps, sequence of steps, these are generally taken while applying a policy. Like, I am saying, these steps are applied while applying a policy. Mean to say that there is a vacancy and organization has the policy of internal recruitment. Means this vacancy in the organization will be filled either by the promotion or by the transfer of a person. Now we suppose a case that this time we are going to fill this vacancy by the promotion. So the procedure of promotion, the policy is, next we will study about the policy in detail also, that the policy is the vacancy will be filled by the promotion process. And for the application of this policy, the procedure will be first the performance appraisal, means how the person is working in the past times, what is the record of that person, is he doing well every time, or what kind of jobs he is performing. It will be asked from his senior person. Then the person in question, who is going to be promoted, will be asked to fill a particular performa. Sometime the interview will be there. So this is the step that the person's past performance will be evaluated or appraised. Then the person will be called to ask to fill a performa. Then some interview will be there. So such kind of steps will form the part of the procedure. So we can say that the policy and procedures, these are interlinked with each other. Means while applying a policy, the procedures are to be followed. And this you have to study in as it is mentioned in the NCERT, because any of the line will be chosen from the NCERT, and you will be asked to identify the type of plan. So methods, these are the prescribed ways or manners in which a task will be performed. Again, it is a one step of the procedure. What I try to understand, what I am saying, policy is a broad framework for the application of policy, that different procedures are followed, as well as for the one step of the procedure various ways are there to do the task. That means the methods, various methods are there to do the task. Like I'm saying that the person is to be promoted. Sometime if I'm saying that a interview is to be conducted, so interview may be conducted face to face. Sometime telephonically interview will be conducted, or I am saying to you that for the promotion of a person, that the person has to undergo for a training program. So how the training will be provided? So this is one of the method which will be decided by the various levels in the higher level in the organization. So different kinds of decisions will be taken by various levels of management. Suppose there is an orientation orientation program means the person is to be introduced with the various rules and regulations and the working system of the organization, as well as sometimes some training is to be provided, so which will be decided at the supervisory level. So method means that various ways to complete the task. So and this is the one step in the procedure. So rules, these are the specific statements which are to be followed. That this is a rule that you have to speak every time in English in the while you are in the school. You have to be in discipline, as well as and one important thing regarding rule is that if you follow it, it's okay. If you don't follow it, you will be punished. There is no flexibility, or it is not at your discretion that you will follow or not follow this rules, or certain action against the not following of rule is being taken by the organization. Like it is a rule that you always has to have to stop at the red light. And if I talk about the business organization, it is a rule that you have to switch off your mobile phones, or it is a rule that you have to be continuously 7 days. It is a rule that you will get 8 days leave on while for the whole year. It is a rule that you will get 10 medical leaves during the year. So these are the rules which do not allow you any kind of flexibility. So programs, these are the detailed statements about the project. And while the program detail, I'm saying like you are having any function, so minute details, that minute to minute program is being schedule is being described. So programs are the detailed statements about a project which describes objectives, policies, procedures for the implementation of the course of an action. And one major thing is that it includes a group of activities for the organizational policy, and it tells about the organization overall plan. While applying the programs, that minutest छोटी से छोटी डिटेल जो है वो these are also described. Now the budget is the expected uh, result expressed in the numerical forms. It is a plan which quantifies future fact because it is a part of planning. We are thinking about planning. We are preparing about planning that what will be our expected incomes as well as what is our expected expenses. So when we talk about the budget, the one thing come to our mind that it is a statement which is expressed in the numerical terms. Or one more thing is that the budget is prepared to show the number of workers required in a factory at the peak production times, because that how many numbers of workers will be there, then it will helpful us in calculating the wages and salaries. So budget represent all items in numbers. It is a controlling device also, that we have planned this much will be our income and this much will be our expense. Or when the time will come for which the budget is being prepared, then in that situation we will try to compare कि this much was planned and this much expenses have been incurred. ऐसा तो नहीं कि हम उससे प्लान्ड एक्सपेंसेस से ज़्यादा खर्चा कर चुके हैं, तो इट इज़ ऑल अबाउट द बजट. अगर हमने ज़्यादा खर्चा कर दिया तो कहीं और हम उसको कंट्रोल करने की कोशिश करेंगे और कम मीन्स कम करने की कोशिश करेंगे. तो इट्स ऑल फॉर द डे. थैंक यू. With this we have completed our fourth chapter, that is planning.